Greetings, my scattered brothers and sisters in the Lord. Trust you know the Lord is with you wherever you find yourself scattered today, and that you know that the Lord's presence with you is all that you need for whatever you face during the day. We are still in John chapter 14, in fact, verse 6. And Jesus says, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. So the other day we talked about Jesus being the way, and our focus today is going to be Jesus as the truth. And so Jesus is the way into our relationship with the Father. Jesus is the way of reconciliation. Jesus is the way to go about living life. He models that for us. Jesus is the truth. First and foremost, Jesus is the truth about who God is. That in Jesus we get a true picture, a full picture of who God is, God's love, God's holiness, God's righteousness, God's heart. And so wherever your picture of God is coming from, it's incomplete and even false if it's not coming from Jesus. We look to Jesus as borne witness to in the Gospels to get our understanding of who God is. So Jesus is the truth, the faithful revelation of God. Jesus is also the truth about us, that we see time and again throughout the Gospel of John, that Jesus holds up a mirror to people so that they're kind of forced to look at themselves, kind of have to own themselves. We see this in his relationship with Nicodemus, where Jesus tells Nicodemus he must be born again, that his birth as a Jew, his upbringing as a Pharisee, that's inadequate, that he must be born from above. So Jesus is holding a mirror up to Nicodemus so that Nicodemus can see himself truly through the eyes of Jesus. We also see this with the woman at the well, and Jesus confronts her with her thirst. He confronts her with her multiple marriages and that she's living with somebody now that she's not married to. Jesus brings the woman to a place where she really has to see herself, see the truth about herself and her own thirst. We could go on, but I think you're getting the picture that Jesus isn't only the truth, the faithful revelation of who God is, but Jesus is also the truth about who we are. He faithfully reveals to us who we are in our brokenness, in our pride, in our self-pity, our arrogance, our needs, our strengths, our weaknesses, that Jesus reveals to us who we are. He's the truth about us. Third, and Jesus is the truth about who we can be, that we don't have to stay like Nicodemus or the woman at the well. We don't have to stay broken. We don't have to stay arrogant. We don't have to stay stuck in self-pity, that we can become children of God. And so Jesus reveals to us not simply who we are in our sinfulness, our neediness, our brokenness, and leaving us just kind of stuck there. But Jesus also reveals to us he's the truth about who we can become, that through him we can become children of God. That through him we can belong to this communion of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So that's really good truth to know. Not simply the truth about who we are in our sinfulness, our neediness, our brokenness, whatever forms that might take, but the truth about who we can become, indeed who we are as we place our faith in him. We become children of God. Well, Jesus is the way. Jesus is the truth. Next time we'll talk about Jesus as the life. God bless. Have a great day and live in the truth.